Hi and welcome to Makeup Mugwump. My name is Leanne. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a Tuesday morning early here. And so let's get ready. Forgot his coffee again. Y'all are so funny with him. Thank you for all your comments. He loves them, really. All right, let's start. Let's use some Tatcha Silk Canvas. I'm just working this one down because I like it. Like there's, I have no beef with it. And I don't have like a brand new primer that I'm so excited to try. So I'm just going to keep on keeping on with this one. And there's a story about this primer. Sorry, there's a fligging in it. So I used to, before the panoramic, I used to travel for my job, and I don't mean like, every quarter. I mean like every week I used to travel for my job. And I was living in a hotel, and there was one instance where I had makeup stolen from my room, and it was an odd situation. I mean, I've done this for years, so to have it like be an instance of it, just one, that's great. I have friends who who travel and do the job that I do, and some of them refuse to stay in hotels because everyone is a thief and all. I don't do that. I'm smart. I don't travel with anything that I would be heartbroken without. I keep my valuables either with me or at home, that kind of thing. But in this instance, Mr. Mugwump was actually with me. He came down with me to the place that I was staying in the hotel, and we were going to go out to dinner. So sometimes he would come and hang out, depending on his work schedule and things. And so we actually left to go next door to dinner, and he was, well, this is a long story long, apparently. I'm going to use the Tarte Face Tape, foundation. He came in, and so I decided to get my room cleaned, and typically I didn't do that very often during the week because I was rarely in the room. I was at work all day, and I didn't need much during the week. So things like, towels or whatever, I would just go down to the desk. And when I say I lived there, I mean like I lived there. So everyone knew me at the hotel, and from housekeeping to the breakfast folks and the front desk and all that, right? So it was a thing. Anyway, so I decided to go ahead and get my room clean, and they were on my floor. It was later in the day, much later in the day. I was already done with work. And so the housekeeper came in to clean. I had a 2-room suite. And so it was, excuse me, a kind of a living room and a bathroom, and then a bedroom and then a bathroom for this type of suite. And it was near an exit on the first floor, and this particular room this week. And so we went to the restaurant and came and left the housekeeper there. And we came back, and she was finished, which is great. And walked into the room, and immediately I could see in the living room where the computer desk was, is where I always set up to do my makeup. I just laid my makeup out, and would leave it there all week. Just leave it laid out. And again, I didn't get my room cleaned very often during the week because I didn't need to. But I think I was staying over the weekend. That's why Mr. Mugwump was there. Anyway, so immediately saw that about half of my makeup was gone, and went directly to the front desk. And one of the assistant managers was working that night. Told her all about it. Told her what I thought, all was missing. And it was, y'all, it was not expensive. Like I wasn't traveling with Dior and Pat McGrath. Like it was a Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, you know, $3 big old highlighter, right? Like, I mean, it was not, I'll tell you what made me the most emotional about it was that I was almost finished with about half of those things. And I am somebody that likes to finish a makeup product. I was mad because I wasn't going to be able to finish them. What we think happened is that while she was cleaning the bedroom, that she had the suite door, you know, open, you know, as they do, park their cart and work on your room so they can come and quickly grab the supplies that they need. And the housekeeper did not take my products. It was somebody who was passing by, pretty sure. And but you know, they saw that they had an opportunity to dart in and get a few things and then run back out while the housekeeper was vacuuming or cleaning it or something in the other room. Anyway, this is a very long story to say that since then, if I can't find a product quickly, I'm like, who came in here and took my stuff? By the way, the hotel did an amazing job. They tried to replace said items, and it was fine because, again, it was very inexpensive makeup, like very, but they were very kind about it. I mean, I lived there, so guaranteed business. But they again, very kind about it. They did a great job, and it was just an experience. But this Tatcha primer I did travel with. So this was one that I did travel with, and then we moved to North Carolina. And in the move, I thought somebody's taking my primer, like where to go. Could not find it. Knew I owned it, could not find it. And I have a lot of makeup, right? Like, but I remember what I've got for the most part. And so I knew I had it. I just could not find it, Bought a replacement because I was like, well, it must have gotten lost in the move. The movers propped the door open and some opportunistic person came by and stole my primer. You know. Anyway, I don't actually really believe it, but you know how it is. It's gone. Like, I don't know where it is. And things get lost in the move all the time. Like, it's just somebody, you know, we actually had packers and movers. Who knows? Like, who knows? Turns out I had slipped it into another, like the tote that held my candles that we brought, like, with us physically so that it wouldn't be, why do I wear black and do this? Why, guys? Like, somebody tell me what my malfunction is. Anyway, so that my candles wouldn't melt because we moved in summer. And I thought, oh, I don't want this to melt. So I put it in with the candles. Totally forgot about it. So I didn't unpack those candles until much later after moving. And it was just, there it was, just chilling right there. I was like, oh my Lord, have mercy. There it is, sitting right there. So now I have two. One that is slightly used, and then this one, which is much more used. So I'd like to use this up because I already have the backup. It's just sitting there chilling in my drawer. I'm a genius. Okay, so I did the Tarte Face Tape and you all know how it is, Tarte Shape Tape. Let's do some Pat McGrath under eye powder. Yesterday I tried a powder that I haven't tried in a while, and I did it with this technique of just the wet sponge and dipping into the powder and under my eyes. It's this powder here, this Made Cheer powder. Did y'all get this because of the Taylor too? And I tried it under my eyes with the wet sponge. Oh, it was terrible. I looked crazy, and I do mean crazy. I looked absolutely insane. So wouldn't recommend Shape Tape and the Made Cheer powder with a wet sponge. That was a no. All right, let's do, what is this called? Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Powder Foundation in P1. That's what it's called. And tap that on. I'm actually leaving the house today. What? I haven't left in a couple of weeks, I guess. I have an appointment. And I've got to go in and be seen. It's not something I can do by telehealth. So we're going to do that today. And that's like first thing this morning. super excited to leave the house. Super duper. Okay, there's that. Let's do, well, there appears to be something in my eye, so hold please. Whoa. What a terrible feeling. Okay. Do y'all like her? Do you like her? So that is a gift. And actually it's the same person who gave me my horn on my head as well. Do you have friends that you have like running gift gags with? Like, is that a thing that you have? Like, there's a theme? For example, my grandmother and I exchange old bags of Halloween candy. Don't. It's a specific kind of candy. She's like 150, and I don't know how, I guess it started maybe in high school. I can't remember. And she's very good at, when she gives a gift, she likes to disguise, especially when we were younger, she likes to disguise what it is by putting in like spare change and a brick. Do you know what I mean? Like one time she gave me a pair of her used Keds. And in reality, what she was giving me was a pair of new Converse. But she put her old dirty old Keds in a Converse box. And then I went into her closet and found my actual new Converse. She's one of those, you know. She has a wicked sense of humor, and she's a lot of fun. So anyway, so one of the things that I really do think it was high school, that she gave me in a Christmas gift, she gave me a bag of like Halloween mixed candy, like the little pumpkin, I think I made it worse, the little pumpkins and candy corn and fake corn. Like, it's just a weird, it's an autumn mix. And she gave it to me in my Christmas present one year. So I saved it. And the bag of candy. And then I made something with, I think I shellacked it onto a photo frame of her and me and gave it to her. And then we've done weird things. She presses it into little muffin tins and makes a disc, and then she puts that into something. Like, it's like she's disturbed. Not really. She's just my grandmother, and so we're very much alike. Anyway, so we do these things with these disturbing things with candy corn pumpkin things. You know how it is. Do you have weird things? Anyway, all that to say, I have a thing with another friend, and our thing is unicorns. From now, she and I have been friends since college, and we met working at the college radio station, and she is she is what she is. Anyway, we are alike and different at the same time. We look kind of like Mutt and Jeff. She's very, very tall, and I'm very, very not tall. And so we would stand and we would look like this. And she became my person and has remained my person for a very long time. Anyway, all that to say, one of our things is unicorns. And it is a very, very long-standing joke about a conversation that we had in, I don't know, 1998, you know. And so mostly the gifts that we give each other are legit. And then there's usually some component of a unicorn. So like, I've got unicorn slippers. I have a unicorn horn. This beauty was made by a lady and sold at a market where my friend was working, because she has a tie-dye business, which is stunning. So all the tie-dye that you see me wear, she makes. She's amazing. Anywho, she found this and immediately bought it because it is perfection. Firstly, who wouldn't like who wouldn't love? Like, it's amazing. It's beyond amazing. If I had seen this, I would have bought it for her and made her put it up at her house because it's amazing. Anyway, it's lived downstairs in my living room on my back door since Christmas. We put it up immediately, and it's been down there. And so I finally decided to move it up here so that you could enjoy it, because it is amazing. Who shouldn't enjoy it? I love it so much. The lady said that she'd had it for a long time and it wasn't selling. Who wouldn't buy that? That's amazing. Like, beyond, that's a beyond amazing right there. Can't. So anyway, I have given her many unicorn things over the years. And the joy is, if they are really disturbingly unicorn things, go on Etsy. You'll see a lot of things. It's lots of fun. Lots of fun. That's part of the fun is in, like, gifting with my grandmother and with my friend from college, is like the silliness of it and the creativity that you have to invoke in order to get something that is off the wall and you know they don't have, but themed, and you know, it's a whole thing. I love that. I love it so much. Okay, let's spray and then we'll do eyes. Y'all gonna see me do a dance when that is done. So I used, what did I use? Oh, this is an oldie but a goodie for my bronzer, color, contour, whatever. This is IBY Beauty, the Highlight and Contour Palette. She is older than the hills. I believe this came in a BoxyCharm, and I'm talking like old. And it is just a little face palette. I don't really use the contours, the highlights that much. They're not shimmery in any way, shape, or form. They are a matte, and they can be used to lighten. Like, they're fine. They're decent powders, but it's actually this row down here, obviously, that I use the most. This is my favorite. But I can actually use these two as well. This one is cooler and lighter. This one is still cool. This one's a little bit warmer, but not too bad. But I love that thing. Blush, I use the Physicians Formula All-Star, this little mood boosting blush thing. I love that. It's so pretty. And then I use my freestanding Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Pearl. She looks weird because I had to repress half of it because she had a moment. That's what that Pearl highlighter should have been in the cheek palette. And now let's use a new product for eyes. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon 5-pan eyeshadow palette in Go Commando. And I have liked these. I have the Camouflaunt. I've used that on my channel. It has a glitter and it's beautiful. So I went ahead and bought 2 more. No glitters in either one of those, but this one is really, really pretty. Let me swatch it for you real quick because I want you to be able to see it. It's a very nice palette. I'm only going to use 1 shade, and I think I'm only going to do a 1 shade look. I mean, come on now. Let's do this. But maybe 2 shades. I don't know. And it's this weird shade I want to use. It looks green in the pan. It's like a greeny gold, but you can tell there's some duochrome to it. That's what I want to use. I just want to use that on the lid and buff it up, and that's it. Like, I just want that color. And but this would be I mean, that's pretty, y'all. Like, that's really pretty. Even this light color is like a duochrome peachy gold. Like, it's beautiful. It's really pretty. So highly recommend that. And so let me not dump my Mountain Dew everywhere. I cannot be trusted. Cannot. Okay. Let's see here. I just want kind of a blendy. Perfect. All right, I'm just going to take my finger. Oh, Lord. Let me just kidding. I'm going to use my Viseart cream shade here to set my lid because it's having a moment today. It's that Revlon Candid Concealer. I mean, this is the one thing that I have to do if I use it is set my lid, and that's okay. Okay. I just want something interesting on my lid, but not a whole, like a whole eye look. I did a lot this weekend. I did a lot of eyes this weekend. I did a big old smoky brown look on Saturday with the ColourPop Wild Child palette. And then on Sunday, I did my very first cut crease with the Juvia's Place Afrique palette. And it turned out quite the look, darling. And kudos to all y'all who said you were going to try a cut crease this week. I hope that you're doing it. Give it a whirl. If you are like, you really don't know how to do it, and you're really nervous about it, do it at nighttime before you wash your face off. Go sit down and try the new makeup look and then wash it off. Like that's how I've done a lot of things in my life. That's how I practiced eyeliner, because I'm not very good at eyeliner still, but the practice that I did get was from right before taking off my eyeshadow, and just piled on eyeliner and tried it until I was able to somewhat get it the way that I like it. I still have issues with wings, don't we all? But at least I'm a little bit more confident about putting it on. I went kind of way up. I went way up. Let me get a little bit more of that cream shade and do a little damage control up at the top here. I just like this shadow. I think it's unique and different and pretty. And so I am happy that this is a one shade look. Now, for a one shade look, some people just put it on their lid, do a little bit in their crease, and they're done. I want to be able to see my shade, so I put it way up. You do whatever you want. You do you, Sue. Go ahead. There you go. On the inner corner, I am going to use that little peachy gold duochrome. I'm going to use that on the inner corner today. But this would make, this would make a beautiful rusty orangey. Look at that. I mean, like, right? It's gorgeous. It would make a beautiful couple of looks, really. Yep, that looks great. Look at that. That's it. That's all we're doing today, kids. Again, that is Go Commando by Wet n Wild, and that's up. Those kind of duochromes. I can't with the shirt. I can't even. Oh, something I tried yesterday was a new palette. This is the Physicians Formula Rosé All Day, and I thought that I would try this because I really liked the butter shadows in the big old box, you know, that butter collection. And since I like those shadows so much, I thought I'll just try like an eyeshadow palette. It was okay. We'll look at the look on our palette parade so that you can see what that look looks like. It was okay, and I would like to use it again, but it was not great. It was not earth-shattering. I think I got that from Amazon for like $9. And I thought, oh, if it's as good as those shadows, those butter shadows in that box, then I will happily have this. I don't know that they're that formula. Just saying. It was pretty, but it wasn't earth-shattering. And I'm not like dying to use it again. I want to use it at least one more time before I make a decision to declutter it, because it was the first time that I'd used it. But it's on the chopping block. But that's okay. Whew. I've got a couple of things coming. I say a couple of things. I have one thing coming. I've got the ColourPop 2 Animal Crossing palettes on their way. And you know how ColourPop shipping is. You're going to be here for a month waiting for it, seeing everybody else get theirs and being sad, but it's on its way. So that's good. once they get it in the mail, we get going. I'm going to use this Marc Jacobs eyelash primer because it's good and because I have it and I need to use it before it dries out. It's a baby, but we've had it for a few months. So I want to keep using that because I need to. And let's go ahead and use it with the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara because it's good too. And I want to get used out of this. I'm pretty sure this week I'm going to film in empties because I have been collecting them since the beginning of the year. And I've had a couple people request that type of video. So I'm going to do that and see how y'all like it. Just do some mini reviews on those products and tell you if I would repurchase them or what I prefer instead, things like that. I like watching empties videos because they really do tell me whether or not something is worth the price because the person has used it all the way up. And I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, this is just a simple little look today. We're not going full drag queen. We're just, you know, just a little bit pretty, right? Like, and let's just pretend there's a beautiful mask here. Yes, I'll be gorgeous. I will be gorgeous. So for lips, I'm going to put something on, but to be fair, it's probably going to come off before I put the mask on. But hang on. There we go. I'll put something on to finish this, but I'll probably take it off. I can wear, you know, a liquid lipstick, something like the Tarteist Lip Paint OG. Something like this would last. But the issue is that I'll be going somewhere where I'm going to the dentist. And so I'm going to have to take my mask off and do all that. I don't want like lip stuff everywhere. So let's just put on like a lip gloss. Let's just do that. Let's use the Pat McGrath. I mean, if you're going to put on a lip gloss, put on a lip gloss. This is the Pat McGrath Bronze Divinity Lust Gloss. And I'm not even going to line. I'm just going to put it on. It's a little slightly sat back doe foot. It's beautiful. Right, I mean, it's just beautiful gloss. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It sits up here in the lip stuff that are like my holy grails. That's one of my holy grail things, is that gloss. It's obviously cooler than the eyes, but I'm okay with that. Look at how cute I am today, y'all. Stop. So cute. Do you like this palette? Do you want to get this palette? Have you gotten this palette? Do you wear it? Tell us down below, especially because we've only seen one eyeshadow on my eyes today, but I love it. Do you do a one shadow look? If you do, what's your one shadow? Do you want to see a one shadow video where I go through all the shadows that I use? This would be one. This would be one that I would use again as a one shadow look. I think it's gorgeous and I like it. Cool. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you'll have a really good day. Like this video if you did, and give this video a subscribe if you want to see some more videos from me. Then all my videos come into your YouTube subscription feed for free. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing. Y'all have a great day. Bye.